Imagine if I was here with very little concentration and dedication towards making this video. I'd be like, hey, these two things, and is gonna fill most of the video because I would have no freaking idea what I'm talking about. All right, this applies to every single thing in life. If you're not available, if you're not dedicating that specific time towards that specific moment, you're gonna like lose an opportunity, my friend. Like as simple as I could make it, right? For most of the people who feel like, oh, I missed that chance, I missed this chance, I could have done this, I could have done that. Look, the reason I'm gonna keep it clear with you just because I wanna make sure that you understand where you're going wrong and how you have to make it better. I'm not gonna sugarcoat my words, all right? Let's keep it real. I wanna help you guys out. I'm not perfect as well, buddy. I'm trying to learn this myself, all right? So this is a reminder to all of us, to be present in that specific moment, no matter what we're doing, right? When we know that whatever we're doing is gonna improve our lives, it's gonna have an impact on our lives in a positive way, we have to be present in that moment. You have to dedicate yourself in the best way possible. As an example, let's say you meet a person who's at a way higher echelon than you, all right? Network, net worth, both. He's high, he's up there. So you go have a word with him. And mid-conversation, you just zone out towards something else is going on in your brain. The way that conversation is gonna go, the trajectory of that conversation isn't gonna be beneficial to you because you're not putting in the work that's required for you to get an outcome which you need. If I'm putting it the right way. You have to make sure that no matter which kind of a meeting, no matter which kind of conversation or interview or your own business, your own venture, whatever you're doing, don't do much, all right? Let's put it this way. Don't do much. But when you do it, make sure all of your concentration is in there. You can't half do anything, all right? That's the reason there's so much mediocrity nowadays. Because people, most of the time, they neither do dedicate themselves completely towards something, nor do they like hold back. They're like, I'm doing it, consistency, whatever, they're doing it. And that's not full, that's not like nothing. That's like half something. And that ain't gonna give you any result, which is gonna be beneficial to you. Do you need that, or do you need something which you do with all of your dedication, be it for a short time frame, not even a long time frame? That benefit that you're gonna have within that short time frame is gonna be way more beneficial than you doing something for a long enough time frame, but you're just doing it with half concentration, right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Be it you having a conversation with people, be it you doing anything which is beneficial to your life in any way possible. You need to do it in a way which is gonna guarantee that you're gonna get an outcome which you need. Sure, sometimes the outcome ain't gonna turn out the way you want it to, but it is gonna be way better than always. Like, this is not just most of the time, but always. If you do something with all of your dedication, there is a chance that it may not give you an outcome which you desired, but it's gonna be somewhere there, somewhere close to that. But it's never gonna be mediocre like it would be when you put in half work, all right? So you need to understand this. The quicker you understand this, the better it is. You need to put in all of your dedication and concentration towards something which you desire for that specific time frame. Don't do it for a long, do it for a long enough time frame with all of the concentration. Sure, that's always beneficial, like way more than better, all right? But even if you don't want to do that, don't do it for a long enough time frame with half concentration. Do it for a short amount of time frame, but make sure that your dedication towards it is 100%. Don't half do something. Don't just don't do that. Like, this could be applied to another quote I came across. You try to catch two rabbits at one, you catch none. This is the simplest example to what I said right now. all right? You need to do something with all of your concentration instead of doing multiple things with half concentration, or doing just one thing with half concentration. Half concentration is going to give you no results, all right? When you do something, you need to be in it. You need to be indulged in that thing. I'm not here for the sake of just making videos. I just want to make sure I provide value to people in a proper way, because practicality matters. Strategy and practicality matters a lot. Because without this, you're not going to be able to excel in life in a proper way. Like, there is no way you're going to excel in life without any kind of dedication or practicality or having a strategic approach. How do you think it's going to happen? Even lottery winners, I've said this in a previous video as well, even the lottery winner, him going to that store on that specific time, picking that specific ticket, is the kind of work. It is the kind of work. Now let's compare. Instead of him who won the lottery, it was someone else who walked in at that specific time, picked that specific ticket. He would have won. But the guy who won was faster than the other person to get that ticket. No matter what kind of victory you get, there is an amount of work that's put in. And for you to get a guaranteed outcome, which you desired, you need to make sure your input is at that level. Your input determines your output. This, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of this session. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. I'm not here to just give you some vague advice, all right? I'm here to give you some practical advice so that whatever I tell you, whatever my videos are about, are here to give you some real value with which you could have some leverage in life. You know, I'm not here for just, for the sake of making videos. That's not me. I just want to make sure that I help you guys simultaneously. I'm reminding myself as well to be that guy who doesn't mess up at all. Because look, I'm a human being, right? I make mistakes. I'm not going to be here and say that, oh, I'm the best. I've made it. I've done this. Oh, no. Mistakes happen, all right? We go off track sometimes. But getting back on track is on us. We got to get back on track as soon as possible and have things which I'm talking about right now in mind, when we try to do something which is important. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.